And then he replies back, he's like, can you make sure I'm not in it?
Whoa.
Yeah.
No.
And then
It's like, oh yeah, I just didn't want to really say it to you. And I was like, oh, that's okay. Like,
That's what my guy mate told me, and I was like so heartbroken.
Hey guys, welcome back to our house. So today we are sitting down together to talk about our heartbreak stories.
oh.
We've got our psychiatrist here.
Lots of tissues.
Ask us how we're feeling about everything.
Oh my god.
Oh, and Jen, you're very nervous.
Yeah, I'm nervous
Yeah.
about this one. I hope the person doesn't watch this video.
Oh no.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness
man.
me. Someone can start first, not me.
Do you want to get us
Let's start
started,
off with
Ken?
Phil.
Oh, okay.
I suppose probably my first kind of heartbreak was I was year 11. Me and my group, we had a sister school,
Oh.
and I met.
What school was it?
Oh, so I can't remember exactly how we first met. I think we met at a house party
Oh, okay.
one time, and then it was during. As mentioned, it was towards the start of the year, so we're going to like the beach and stuff a lot.
Oh, flexing them muscles at a young age.
That's why you started going to gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, me and this girl, we got introduced through mutual friends, and we started hitting it off really well. It's one of the first people who I started developing a bit of feelings for,
Aw.
because it's kind of when I was starting to get a little bit into my fitness and stuff as well, and she was really into it as well, something that we could kind of connect on. And then we were like dating or talking a lot on and off.
Yeah.
And then I found out through a lot of my mates that she wanted to possibly be a bit more.
Oh,
And I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
this is
okay.
cool.
Yeah.
Like I'm kind of feeling the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we started hanging out a lot more.
I'm not prepared for the heartbreak
I
part
know,
of this
I'm
story.
like, I'm really enjoying it.
Oh,
Like,
I'm
this is so
committed to
sweet.
this.
Yeah.
No. And yeah, we started hanging a lot more. And then I realized, or I didn't realize, but one of my friends or my mates told me that she didn't tell me, but she actually just recently broke up with someone.
Okay.
And she was kind of using me as a bit of a rebound type thing.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she wanted to be more just like friends with benefits type thing. Yeah.
But you had like
Wow.
developed.
Yeah,
genuine
yeah.
feelings. Was that confirmed though? Like what your mate told you? Like was that confirmed that it was true?
Yeah, because I asked her, man, and I feel like it was kind of my fault because I was young,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh yeah, that's okay, but deep down I was like, man, that's kind of sucks.
Deep down,
Yeah,
it's
it
like,
hurts,
I
it hurts.
fucking hate this.
Yeah, and then I decided after that it just kind of like fizzled out because just the intentions from both of us were very different.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought it was that, but it wasn't. So.
And you weren't comfortable with like being like friends with benefits?
Not really, because
Yeah.
I straight from the get go, like if we said that at the start or early on,
Yeah.
like
Everything's clear.
yeah, everything's clear.
Yeah.
But
You can't be friends with benefits if there's already feelings involved.
Yeah, and the
It's too
main
late.
yeah,
Yeah, it's too late. Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna get hurt.
yeah, the main thing as well is that I didn't know that she just like got out of a relationship not long beforehand as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I found out through my friend, and I was like, oh,
That's
okay.
so sad.
So when you like you kind of talked to her about it,
Yeah.
what was her kind of response to it then?
Oh.
So how did you feel about that?
Honestly, because I was a bit more reserved then as well, a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
So I actually brought up with her. I was like, oh, so is it true that you want to like friends with benefit type thing? And she's like, oh yeah, I just didn't want to really say it to you. And I was like, oh, that's okay. Like
It's not
I was
really,
too nice
yeah.
about it.
It's not okay.
But she wasn't upfront about it.
Yeah. And after then, it just got awkward. It was just awkward. I still was awkward
yeah,
because
yeah.
our intentions weren't there. Like although we were vibing, it's just
Yeah. And then you became fuckboy Phil.
No, I didn't. I did not.
That was the birth of F-boy Phil. From that moment.
No.
And then ASEAN happened.
Yeah, ASEAN.
That was
Nice.
like your biggest.
I think so.
Heartbreak?
Like, for someone who's kind of broken up with me or something, yeah, I think so. I honestly haven't experienced too much.
Aw, lucky you.
Yeah.
I think I'm the same as Philly though. Like I haven't experienced many
Hmm.
heartbreaks. 'Cause I was like innocent.
Yeah.
I was so shy.
Hmm.
Like scared to talk to boys.
Were you?
Yeah. I was so shy.
Do you think guys were intimidated by you?
I don't think so. I think I just probably like when I was younger, I probably just still hadn't like found myself yet. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Still not like comfortable in your own skin, and
Yeah.
like I think it was hard for me to like just talk to a lot of guys.
When did you?
And also because I did go to like an all girls school.
Yeah.
What are you guys' thoughts on that? Like all girls school and all guys school, or being co-ed?
I don't think it stopped like girls at my school from like being friends with guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're at an all boys school and an all girls school, you don't have as much experience talking to girls and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Wait, so did you go to all boys? Because you
we went to the same
Same
school.
school.
Oh,
Yeah,
so,
they
I'm
went to the
the,
same
so I'm the only one that went co-ed.
You went to
Oh,
co-ed?
did you go to
did
college?
co-ed?
Yeah, I went co-ed.
Ah.
But like, I didn't like have a relationship in high school, so I don't think that changed anything.
Mm.
So when was like your biggest heartbreak then?
Yeah,
Or
let's
your
go, let's go over to Lisa now.
Yes, or your first heartbreak.
Segue on to Lisa.
Yes.
Oh god, I honestly don't think I've had my worst heartbreak, just because I still haven't been in a relationship before.
What? You haven't?
No.
You've never had a boyfriend?
But when you say like being in a relationship, is that like official? Like we seeing someone for like
Official, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
think I've never had an official title.
Yeah.
I've been in like
Oh,
very
wow.
minimal as well.
Yeah,
officials.
because people these days they don't want to
They don't
label
wanna
shit.
put a
Yeah.
title.
I think the longest thing I've ever had last was like 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what you want, yeah.
What?
As in, you don't want to go so serious with a guy, not until you know he's like really, really
Yeah,
shit, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
The biggest, I'm not sure if it's my biggest, but it's like the most fresh, so it feels like it hurts the most. There was this guy that I was speaking to, and he was always in like my DMs, like replying back to my stories. I never thought anything of him, and then we just started talking more because he went to my gym.
Oh,
Yeah, he went to my gym, and then started hanging out more, and I really, really liked him. It's just like I liked him a lot, and I thought it was really like I had a lot of hope that it was gonna be something like real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After like my birthday, we started getting like he started getting really distant, and basically like it felt like he was gaslighting me, because he was like saying like, oh, I never said I wanted to be anything more than friends. Like I told you from the start, I just wanted to be friends. And I was like, well, you didn't, because if you had, I wouldn't have stayed this long.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And what made it worse is that because he was at my birthday, my 21st,
Yeah.
I vlogged that night. So we basically stopped talking after that night, pretty much. So then the whole time I was editing this vlog, I had to watch us like be together, and fucking had to like cut it out. And then a few days later, like I posted on my story like that I was editing it, and then he replies back, he's like, can you make sure I'm not in it?
Whoa.
Yeah.
No!
And then I was like, I was already doing that.
The balls, the
The audacity.
audacity of this guy.
Yeah.
That's
What
just
a
so,
piece of
like,
trash,
yeah,
man.
that's so
What a
trash.
trashy move, man.
Yeah.
Fire, that was pretty
And,
rough.
and like, I think
I'm so
I think-
mad right now.
that's the reason why this one hurt a lot as well, is because he was the first guy that I ever brought into my house.
Yeah.
I like take it really serious, like whoever,
Yeah.
like if
Met
someone
your
comes,
parents?
first guy to ever meet my parents,
Wow.
and my parents were so happy.
Yeah.
Like at one point they thought I was lesbian, because I've never talked, like I never like introduced guys to them.
Yeah.
So it was a lot for me to like
Yeah.
bring him into my house,
It's a big
introduced to my parents, and then he pretty much fucked off after that.
Did you guys have like a talk?
We just stopped talking,
Mm.
and then because we started to see each other at gym,
Alright.
it was just like too much for me. And then I walked up to him and I was like, okay, like we need to talk and stuff. He came over to my house, but I wasn't comfortable to let him inside my house.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, so we just spoke outside, like outside my house. And
Yeah.
I guess we kind of did have closure, but he's just stupid. I'm thankful that it did end, because
Yeah.
Yeah, because you
Looking-
don't want to be with a person like that.
looking back,
Like,
there were
who's
just a
not-
lot of red flags.
Yeah,
Yeah.
major red flags.
That's the thing about like younger guys, is when they get into this F-boy phase, the word commitment, once it like comes up,
They're like terrified.
yeah.
I literally told myself to not date guys from the gym,
Yeah.
and then I did it again.
We talked about this.
Yeah,
remember?
we spoke
Yeah.
about, me and Philly spoke about it one time after I dated a guy from the gym. No, I didn't date him. We were just talking.
Yeah.
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 And then we stopped talking, and then I was like to Philly, I'm never dating a guy from the gym. And I went and did it. I went and did it.
No, I'll go.
Yeah, okay.
My first girl, I think I was like 18 or 19 to like, it was a 2-year relationship.
Oh, really?
Shit, that's
Okay.
long.
Like, when I was younger, I'm kind of like traditional.
Yeah.
So I never wanted to get into have a girlfriend unless I was like really sure that it was going to be serious.
Yeah.
And in the back of my mind, I would have like the thought of, yeah, like I can marry this girl one day, you know? Otherwise, to me, a relationship is pointless.
Yeah.
If you don't have that thought in the back of your mind, then you guys shouldn't commit to each other.
Yeah.
This-
I feel like if you went in with that mindset, then if it ended, it
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah, it's more. And so that was like my first ever girlfriend as well. Like, I met her family, and like I'm very old school, yeah. So
Yeah.
like when I used to pick her up and stuff, I used to go to her door to pick her up and ask her mum permission to take her out to like like
That's
dates.
so cute. I love that. I
Yeah.
wish guys did that
Yeah.
these days.
Yeah,
Like my
probably.
My
parents.
boyfriend does not do that.
Let's go. Hey,
Yeah.
let's go.
I just get a text here outside.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I think like once you break up with someone and you look back, you realize the faults that you guys had with each other. And me and her, I realized we like brought out the worst in each other. Yeah. She went to like the club with her like a work party, and then like she came back, like obviously the party, and
Yeah.
I got a message from one of my like best friends, and she told me like, I don't know if you know, but something happened with your ex, and I've been hearing around the area that like she hooked up with someone or something like that, or she's been hooking up with someone. I told her like no, like
You didn't believe her.
no,
Yeah.
I didn't believe her.
Yeah.
And then I got a message randomly from just a friend, and they told me out of nowhere, this is like, oh hey, I've heard like a lot of people talking about your girlfriend, she's been like hooking up with this guy. And I was like, this one to me shocked me more because
Complete random.
this person doesn't even know my best friend, right? So it's not like these two would be in the same
Yeah.
circles.
Yeah.
And then I had to have a talk with my girlfriend, and we spoke. And so my girlfriend
I
at the
would
time,
cry.
she told me that, oh, do you remember that night when I went to the club with my work friends? Well, one of her managers at work
Manager.
was like dancing with her and stuff like that, and then they hooked up at the club together,
Disgusting.
and
That is not okay. Oh my god.
in front of all her workmates. And that's how people know the story, is because her workmates were there. It's like an office party, right?
Yeah.
Her workmates
You
are there.
can't do that at
That
a
Yeah.
work party.
Why?
Then I get a phone call from her best friend. Me and that girl are not even close. I get a phone call from her best friend, and she says to me like, well, she told you like that night at the work party when her and her manager hooked up. Well, actually, she went home with that manager that night, and they've been like, they've been like
Oh my god.
sleeping together and stuff.
Oh.
And yeah, then when I heard that one like hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Especially because I never heard this from my girlfriend's mouth. It had to come from like her best friend,
Yeah.
which I would trust because that's her best friend. It's not like it's anyone in my circle. You
Yeah.
know? After that, for a couple of years, I would say I had like commitment issues,
Yeah, you would.
trust
Yeah.
issues from that.
Definitely.
Honestly, for me, like now that's years down the track, in terms of like relationship and experiences, that's the best thing that ever happened to me. Like, when something like that happens to you, you also look at like yourself and your own flaws and stuff. And
Yeah, you think.
I wasn't a good like
yeah, you
perfect
think,
boyfriend.
oh, why wasn't I enough for this person?
Yeah,
Like, and then you start thinking, is there something wrong with me?
yeah.
Like,
I mean, you think like
when it's actually their fault. Like,
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
100% her fault.
there's that, but also, it's also like, what were some of the things that I didn't do good as like a partner, as like a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
then you realize what you want in a relationship. You see it more clearly. Yeah, it's not.
Credits to her.
Yeah. Life goes on. Couple years down the track, I sent her one message saying like, I know things with us didn't go well, but I honestly like you were such a big part of my life when we were young, and I want the best for you and da 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 da.
How long after the relationship?
Probably like 2 years later.
Oh really?
Yeah, that was like the only girl I've ever dated that we had like a bad breakup.
Break up, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I just wanted to be on like not good terms, but
Just closure.
Like,
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Closure.
closure.
I never really, that was closure for me.
Yeah.
It's like,
Just like move on properly.
Yeah.
Not have it there. Yeah.
That makes me happy that it ended on a good note.
oh, for good.
Miss Jen Lee.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Where do I begin? Pretty much the boyfriend I have now, he's my first boyfriend. So I'll talk about my first heartbreak because it was pretty much like the only heartbreak I had.
Yeah.
Like before I got into a relationship. But it was a while ago. It was during high school, so I was probably like year 12, and I met this person through one of my girlfriends. I really liked this guy. We got along. I was actually like gonna ask him to go to my year 12 formal. Yeah, because I thought, you know, things were going well. What actually happened was, I remember one of my girlfriends and my other guy mate. So one day they called me. It was like a 3-way call. So it was my girlfriend, my guy mate, and me.
Yeah.
And then they were pretty much like, "Oh, Jen, like we have something to tell you." And I was like, you know, it was completely out of the blue. I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
And my guy mate said he had a friend who was at this party like over the weekend or something. And pretty much the person I was talking to was also at this party. I think he like hooked up or like had sex with another girl or something. I don't know. I can't remember the details. I think it was like a hookup or something. That's what my guy mate told me, and I was like so heartbroken. I was like, oh my god. Because, you know, when you're talking to someone and you actually like have a little crush on them, like
Yeah.
that's kind of like the last thing you want to hear, that like they went to a party and they like, you know, kissed or like, you know, hooked up with another girl. I feel like maybe he didn't see it as anything serious. Like when we were talking to each other, like I probably considered it as like seeing each other, but he probably considered it as just nothing serious.
Let me ask you, were you guys like going out on dates and stuff?
Like
I
alone?
I think we went, maybe saw each other like twice or something.
Yeah. This is in high school. Like,
Yeah, in
still
high school
early.
that's a lot.
Yeah.
Like for me, that was like a big deal.
Yeah.
This is still like going
Yeah.
to school the whole day type thing.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
much
yeah,
time.
Yeah. And also because my parents were so strict, so
Yeah.
I would have had to like make a lie
Yeah.
and tell them I was seeing like a friend or
So
something.
what happened after that?
Yeah, so pretty much, yeah, my friends told me that, and then I messaged him and asked him about it. I can't remember what, because this was so long ago, and also I feel like because I was like a little bit heartbroken, I like deleted the messages, so I can't even like go back and like, you know, reread what actually happened. I wish I actually didn't delete it, because I would have loved to like just reread it, like have a laugh now.
I've deleted my conversation with that guy, but I screenshotted it for just, you know, keep it in the archive, you know. Just to remind myself that boys ain't shit.
Oh man.
I wish I actually had the conversation right here so I could see what happened.
Yeah.
But pretty much after that, I'm pretty sure he messaged me and made it clear that he just wanted to stay friends.
Imagine friend-zoning Jen Lee.
Imagine, yeah.
Like,
It's no hard feelings. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it was just young love. And
Yeah.
like, I feel like, because back then as well, I was like a massive like Korea boo, Korean weeb. Like,
Yeah,
I
weeb.
was,
What's wrong with that?
no, but like I was really into that whole fantasy of like, you know, that really romantic
yeah.
love.
Yeah.
And he was
movie love.
Whereas he probably just wanted to like
talk to girls,
yeah,
hook up
mess
with
around.
girls.
yeah.
So yeah, I feel like we were just on different kind of, not on the same page pretty much.
Yeah.
And now you found Dom, and
Yeah.
you've been, how long have you been
It's
together?
been like 6 years.
Ooh,
6 years
nice.
in like 2
That's
weeks.
so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, me and that person, I do still see him, like, I saw him a few times after that,
Yeah.
and it was like completely fine. Like, I have absolutely no hard feelings, like, at all. It's just funny to kind of like reminisce and like talk about it now, but yeah, I was a little bit heartbroken when it
Yeah.
happened.
I think that's the same as me. I'm still very thankful, even though
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
he was so stupid.
Yeah.
I'm very thankful of our experience together because he taught me what I don't want
Yeah.
and then
Exactly.
what I do want.
Exactly.
Wow, that was
That was emotionally exhausting.
what? like a relief kind of talking
Yeah?
about that. I don't know
Good.
about you guys, but that actually felt really
That's good.
Me
like
too.
a weight off my shoulders.
If you're going through a heartbreak right now, it's not the end of the world.
No,
You'll
it's
you'll grow from it.
Yeah.
Just take it as a learning experience.
And this is so cliche of like, there's plenty of fish in the sea.
Yeah.
But
There
I
really
agree.
is.
there really is.
Yeah,
There's like 7 billion people in the
Trust me
world.
on that. But I feel like once you break up with someone, especially when you're young, in your head you feel like it's the end of the world.
Yeah,
But
you really do.
from our experience, you should take the time just to like focus on yourself.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And don't
So much
ever think
time.
it's your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like just the way I always see it is that everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And because you've had this heartbreak,
Yeah.
it's just gonna lead you onto something better.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
for sure.
yeah.
Living proof. one F-boy heartbreak gets her a 6-year relationship. See? You see that?
Oh, goals.
Oh my gosh.
Alrighty guys, that is it for today's video. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Hopefully you also got to know a little bit more about each of us individually and our heartbreaks that we have experienced. But other than that, don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys very soon.
Bye.
Cool.
Let's go.
Oh god, that was
How
a
long
long.
that was a long
that was
Yeah.
a long one.
Yeah.
That was
We didn't set a time. We just let our hearts
That
just
was
like
deep.
go.